Hey guys, it's Jim, welcome back to the channel. And a while back I did a video about some underrated Oasis B-sides. I talked about underrated Oasis songs, but I want to talk about some Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds B-sides and demos, because you know what, there are some gems that people don't know about. Noel basically did the same thing that he did in Oasis and saved loads of brilliant songs for B-sides and demos. So let's talk about 5 of the best.
Everybody here is a wanker, except me and my group.
First one is a song that he released a little while back. It's called In a Little While. I think this song really shows the variation of Noel's vocals, his ability to sound different to the Noel that we knew years back. I actually liken this to Dead to the World. I think this is kind of a cousin to Dead to the World. It has that kind of angelic feel, it has that sort of thing. And even though Dead to the World is very down to earth, it's very about the emotions, this is even more. Like, it doesn't have the orchestral stuff or anything like that. It's just Noel sat there with these really bittersweet and really heartfelt vocals. When this first came out, I just listened to it and I thought that was okay, you know. And then I went and listened to it again, and it's one of those songs where it just washed over me. I just sat there in silence. It's such a gentle, honest song.
They tell me it's gone, but that can't be true. And if it's lost, well, I'm gonna find it. Turn me a page, let's start anew.
I feel like this happens to Noel Gallagher as well, because he said that he did the same with Dead in the Water. Like, he just thought nothing of it and then went back and listened to it and he was like, oh my god. I feel like that happens to us with Noel Gallagher, because it goes over your head how brilliant the guy is. The next song I'm going to talk about is Let the Lord Shine a Light on Me from the AKA What a Life B-side. A mellow kind of ocean vibe. This really does conjure up images of an ocean for me. It sounds like that. It sounds very luscious and underwater. I feel like a drop in the ocean, but there's no one else at sea is a fantastic opening line. And, you know, it conjures up that imagery of just swimming alone in this void underwater. It's really, really cinematic, full of visuals, but you feel it just really does remind me of the ocean on this. I don't know. I just could imagine if I could listen to music underwater, this is what I'd be listening to.
When I feel like a drop in the but there's no one else I see, and my body is bent and broken. Let the Lord shine a light on me.
The glorious melody, the vocal melody is very absorbing, creeps up on you. It's Noel just so confident with the catchiness of that line, let the Lord shine a light on me. And then when those female vocals come in, the song just gets elevated to this kind of just such a spacious feeling track that just goes off into the realms of the ocean. Noel's engaging with mermaids and Aquaman on this song.
I'm off to buy a ship now. So
All right, lovely.
I'd Pick You Every Time is one of the early Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds demos. And you know what? A lot of people probably wouldn't like this song, but I think it's a really sweet little song. It puts a smile on my face. It's a lovely little message. To me, it sounds like country meets indie. You know, and it's very sunshiny. You can imagine Noel playing this on acoustic guitar in a massive, spacious field. It just has that openness to it and that feeling of positivity and joy. And, you know, very weather-centered, sunshine, happiness, the air, you know, all that stuff. It's about telling your partner you'd always pick them, which is such a nice little line. I pick you every time is as good a line as any to write a song around, because it's so romantic and you can just make a sweet little song around it.
I don't mean to be unkind. I pick you every time.
It's a lovely song. It's very sweet and romantic and uplifting. And I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, what do you think of this song? Because it's only got 10,000 views on Noel's YouTube channel. Like, it's that obscure. But I love the little areas he was going into this, with the more country sound, with the more different vibes. It was really like Noel just went anywhere on this song, and it's just a simple, nice, subtle little love song. The next song is Leave My Guitar Alone, from the Chasing Yesterday era, I think, of songs. And very Beatles. Immediately, this the piano and drums brings back that feeling of Hey Jude. Like when I listen to Leave My Guitar Alone, I see that Hey Jude music video of John sat there on the piano and Paul, you know, and all that. It creates that imagery. It's a very, very Beatles-led piano and drums. But I love the Beatles, and so does Noel Gallagher. So it's just it feels really, really nostalgic and happy. I feel like it's just a silly little song, you know, take what you need but leave my guitar alone. It's dumb, you know, it's one of those dumb kind of Beatles, you know, Yellow Submarine, Octopus's Garden type lyrics. But I love Noel's little tributes to the Beatles. I love when he does well, like it's a good little melody, and Noel sounds very good. I love his shifts between high and low in this song. I love how his voice goes high when he says guitar, leave my guitar alone. Because it just, it gets under your skin. And it gives a spring in your step, this song. It's a chirpy little song.
Take what you need, but just leave my guitar alone.
But it's also a little bit psychedelic in a way. Like, the Beatles were masters at this. They make chirpy little songs that also were a bit interesting as well. I think Leave My Guitar Alone has kind of gone a little unnoticed by Noel fans. I've heard some people call it the worst song he's ever done. Don't agree at all. And I just love that piano and drum thing. I love it. It's jovial, you know, it's full of joy. There's a nice little mood on this song. It gives you those 60s feelings. It gives you those Beatles feelings who you don't really see anyone really tapping into the Beatles anymore other than Noel still flying that flag. Shut up! And the final song I'm going to talk about is God Help Us All. I've actually seen some comments saying that Noel had this from the Dig Out Your Soul era, but it's not being confirmed. And I wouldn't be surprised, because it kind of has that menacing feeling of Dig Out Your Soul, the vibe of songs such as The Turning, you know, Bag It Up, and it also has the vibe of a B-side which I really like from then, Pass Me Down the Wine. There's a real cynical, little aggressive feeling to these songs. Even though it's acoustic-led, this song, it still feels a bit dark and looming and not as happy and not as optimistic. I love the vocal effect on Noel's voice, which was a vocal effect he used on Dig Out Your Soul and songs such as Falling Down. Makes him feel like he's singing from a void, you know, and asking to be let out. And obviously, God Help Us All is the vibe. There's a real desperation to the song. It almost feels like Noel Gallagher, who usually treats us with these optimistic songs about making the most out of everything. And this is like he just said, screw it. This is nihilism. This is Noel Gallagher does nihilism. There's not a lot of hope on this song.
God help us all. Heavens are too far. Stay by my side. The sky rips over.
There's a God, you'll be crashing when you burn. It's probably one of the darkest lines that Noel's ever written. This is really a song that invokes feelings of judgment and the world ending and nihilism and the sky falling down. It's very full of panic, the song. God Help Us All. There's a haunting little part before the final chorus of just Noel, you know, basically just going, oh, 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 but it's really, really mysterious and almost ghostly horror movie like. So, and I don't think Noel Gallagher was capable of that. It's a creepy little delivery. And you know, it does remind me of Dig Out Your Soul. I felt like there was such a grittiness to Dig Out Your Soul, and I felt that is on this song. It was a bit grimy. Maybe Liam was supposed to sing this, but Noel actually does well in evoking creepy feelings and menacing feelings and just losing hope in anything. He sounds almost unhinged on this song. So there you have it. There's 5 Noel Gallagher High Flying Birds B-sides and demos that I really, really love. There's more. You know, there really is more. Noel is someone who just loves to throw amazing songs away for fun, and he's still doing it to this day. Let me know what you think of my selection of songs. Let me know some of your favourite Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds B-sides and demos. That's what we're talking about here. There is a video which will be on the screen now about Oasis B-sides. This video we're talking about High Flying Birds demos. But thanks for watching. If you enjoy talking about Oasis and British rock, please consider subscribing to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.